Okay, this one's a weird one. In 2023, a CVE organization called Peril at America University was awarded $750,000 under the DHS TVT program to inoculate teens against extremism. This program is overseen by MSNBC columnist Cynthia Miller Idris. You may remember her from when she was recently flamed by Elon Musk for her article relating physical fitness to white supremacy. The grant proposal states it will use short-form video inoculation strategies to interrupt pathways to violent extremism, and that Peril's the organization, has teamed up with Google's Jigsaw and with media production company called Long Story Short Media to do this. Among the target populations for Peril program are content creators and social media influencers who are trained in the techniques of narrative storytelling, short-form video, evidence-based inoculation style scripting, and production. Also redacted from the application is the name of a YouTube influencer with 585,000 subscribers who agreed to support their project by producing and training others. Okay. Now, what are they targeting? Diverting Hate used something called the male supremacy scale to give each of these creators an extremism score. The goal of the DH campaign was to suppress the growth of targeted creators. I'm going to read the next part, but I want you to read the names.
So the government is basically targeting YouTubers at this point. I've seen like MTR's video, which I'm gonna be real. I don't know if I consider MTR an extremist. I do consider him definitely he bathes in the red pill rage. He doesn't really help, in my opinion, the conversation or anything like that. And here's the thing, too: a lot of you dudes are gonna come over here. I already see it. A lot of you dudes are going to come over here and you're going to say, oh, well, he's helping us understand female nature and all that stuff. And you say that about every red pill commentator. And that's not the point of their video majority of the time. Just because someone tells you that they are not associated with the red pill as well does not mean that they're not associated. They know exactly what they're doing in their video. They know exactly how to pull you in, and they know exactly what they're doing to get you to prescribe to their ideology. And in honesty, MTR is no different than that. But I don't believe that he's like a male supremacist. Also, I just don't think that this is like necessary for the government to get involved and stuff like this. And this is what makes us as a community fear the government, because they can just give money to these organizations that target just one specific group. For example, there are some women that have very radical, extreme points, like Cynthia G. Even though she is demonetized, there are also certain women like her that have that same ideology and are on YouTube as well. And if you're just going after some of the men on this platform, it makes it super biased. It doesn't matter how you see it. Okay, some of these women can be absolutely positively extreme on their points. But you know, it is what it is.
That are on this list on the website.
Sandman, the real MTR.
You know who that is?
It's mediocre.
Yeah.
Legion of Men, Rational Male, Fresh and Fit Clips.
Oh, Fresh and Fit's in there?
Fresh and Fit Clips, nigga.
No, they got
That's
Fresh
why
and-
I laughed.
Yeah.
Rich Cooper Channels, Just Pearly Things, Steph is Cold, Harold Clary, Araco T.
Now, let me be real. I think that every person that they just named is absolutely radical and extreme and things of that nature. My only problem is that I don't think the government should be going into that. You guys got to give YouTube the ability to correct some of the mistakes that they've put out. Okay. During COVID, YouTube did not give a damn what you posted. Okay. And that's where a lot of these people came from. They came from pre-COVID, post-COVID, you know, the world's sitting at home trying to watch shit. And that's where a lot of these views and a lot of these people come from. They realized a lot of people were sitting on their ass, and that's when a lot of these people started going viral. And during COVID was just a downtime for men. I'm not saying it wasn't a downtime for women, but for men, a lot of men were lonely. A lot of men were angry. A lot of men were also laid off during this time. And what better to do than to get scrolling into red pill content? All right. And I think that was the issue when it comes to this stuff. But again, I don't think that deplatforming these people, if they're breaking like TOS, cool. But purely just deplatforming them is not going to help. Someone else is going to take their place at some point. And that's just real talk.
TV, 21 Studios.
DH notes that they were unable to run the campaign on a few of their planned targets due to YouTube demonetization. So that means that these people are getting money together to try to get these people demonetized or using government-funded programs to do so. Later in the report, they claim that demonetization doesn't slow the growth of large channels and they use this to advocate for demonetizing creators when they're still small and unable to fight back. Okay, I can tell you this right now. Demonetization absolutely hurts the growth of channels. Look at all the channels that got demonetized, and I can assure you they've lost a lot of their luster, a lot of their will to even upload, and their reach. Go look at it. You'll notice there's a precipitous dive, and it's normal because they start spreading to other platforms or to advertise them to as many people as possible for reach because it doesn't make YouTube as much money. Now, the gist of it is this. They got government-funded programs to get red pillars out of here and get them demonetized or whatever it is. That is what is essentially claimed in here.
Also, let me say this about YouTube as well. It doesn't matter how big you are, small you are. If you continue to piss YouTube off, I'm going to be real with you. They're going to stop your viewership. If you continue to also piss people off on YouTube and people are reporting your channel and stuff like that, that's a good way to get their attention as well. Demonetization of like Fresh and Fit and Pearly Things was already coming because Pearly Things was also platforming like what's the dude on Cozy TV or whatever his name is. I can't remember his name. Y'all know who I'm talking about though. When she platformed him, that was just the stone. Same thing with Sneeko. Sneeko was doing all this weird stuff on YouTube and everything. And that's what got these people demonetized. The thing is these people break TOS all the time. All the time. They break TOS every chance they get. The problem is that 9 times out of 10 they delete the video or they change around the video and stuff like that to try to shroud the fact that they broke TOS. Fresh and Fit break TOS like every hour, okay? And their demonetization is a long time coming. You having women fighting on your channel, you're having racists on your channel, you're doing racist bits on your channel. I mean, Myron is like in himself like the weirdest guy ever when it comes to this stuff. So, like I said, it makes sense that they got demonetized, but that was off of YouTube. That wasn't off of no government official. That wasn't off of any of that stuff. And when you start telling people that the government can just give an organization money to fight against these guys getting demonetized, what are you telling people? You know what I mean? You're essentially cutting free speech, right? It's a difference from YouTube doing it than the government doing it, right? So I don't know, bro. Sure.
That's crazy.
Did you look at the scale too? On the right side of the scale, it says subscriber count increase in percentage. So they're like tracking just how much they're growing. But they're just looking at subscriber count. They don't have any idea of viewership or how it works. Like if you look at just Pearly Things, her channel's like almost dead. She still makes growth because some of her shorts go viral, but her regular videos no longer get
She's
views.
demonetized.
Yeah, she gets. That's why she was complaining recently about it because she's just like, "Yo, I feel like I'm dying." The people don't pay attention to just Pearly. She was hitting 100,000 to 200,000 per video minimum.
Anymore.
Okay,
Not anymore. 20.
Now she hits a 10K. She's lucky, and she's dropping like 4 videos a day. She's trying.
God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, just to sum it up, they.
I also think people are not watching Pearly Things as much. She is crashing, big dog. She's done. Okay. The only reason why she's able to get into some of these spaces like Pierce Morgan and all these other stations because she got money. And I believe she said that she has Candace Owens' agent or something like that. So if you got people on your side and you're rich, you're not going anywhere. She's rich. She has money. She's not going anywhere anytime soon. So, it is what it is.
They have a program that is targeting people to get them demonetized.
Yep, it's basically slow down their reach, their ability to make money.
You have the potential of creating martyrs. Like that's what the potential of the potential you have of doing. It's not happening. So I'm not really a fan of that practice. I mean, if you get demonetized because you don't follow certain rules and regulation of the channel that you are on, I can understand that. Targeted and stuff, I'm not necessarily for it, but I do understand it. I understand why it's happening. I understand that things like that can happen. If you make noise in a way that people frown upon, or you're like, the message that you sent out there is there's some lies in there, and you're directing and you're steering people in some kind of direction that people are not gonna like it. Well, then yeah, it's the possibility that you're gonna be targeted. There's definitely a possibility you're gonna be targeted. In most society, that's how it works. That's what happened. If you do something.
The problem is that grifters are dangerous, bro. That's just the nature of the beast. Grifters like Pearly Things, I'm gonna be honest with you, Fresh and Fit of grifters as well. They're fucking nerds, bro. They're nerds that had got some YouTube money. That's it. They're not these masculine ass dudes. I mean, Fresh gets into trouble with women every other year. There's at least some big something that happened with Fresh. Myron's the same way. And the thing is like they're trying to tell you how to be men and stuff like that, but they get emotional, they get riled up, and then they call it passion. They do stupid stuff like nutting a fucking a pro and tell you supposedly, oh, you shouldn't be messing with women like that, right? Myron goes on to pay for subscriptions on sugar daddy sites and Tinder and all that stuff, but he's telling you not to do that. You see the hypocriticalness of it? You get what I'm saying? That's dangerous, especially when you have a whole bunch of brothers coming in and they're trying to learn how to be appreciated, how to be seen. Some of these men come online, some of these young men come online, and they feel invisible in their real life. They feel like no one cares about them. They feel like no one wants to listen to them or hear them out. And so I can understand why they find comfort in, something like Fresh and Fit or Pearl or something like that, because some of these guys really do feel heard in that sense. But it's dangerous when they're grifting to do it, because now they have to go extreme. They have to go radical. They have to go to the extreme ideologies in order to continue to get your attention. And unfortunately, these social media apps are driven off of controversy. Where all these places fucked up at was that they went mainstream. They tried to go mainstream. Now everybody has eyes on you. And I'm gonna be honest with you, all men don't have those issues. A lot of men would call Fresh and Fit losers. A lot of men would call Pearly Things a loser in real life. And that's the issue that, these guys ended up facing. Plus, it got to a radical space. You got the eyes and attention on you. Hey, bro, they're going to crash your channel. And you got to keep going. You either got to keep with the controversy, or your channel's going to crash that way. So, you know what I mean? That's just how I feel about it. It is what it is, though.